Hello, you guys. Yes, greetings. Hi, everyone. Yes, I'm still here. And yeah, surprise, surprise. This is a video because I'm doing a video. I clear when I do a video, you know that it is clearly because your girl has got some things on her mind that she needs to say. I need to verbalize certain things. I can text and I can type and I can do all of that, you know. But sometimes it's like, no, I need to talk this one out, not type this one out, right? Because as with many of you, I have been on an emotional roller coaster this week. I mean, talking about 0 to 100, I've been there, right? Because I went from celebrating the fact that, Derek Chauvin, that we got, guilty on all three counts and everything. I was shocked. I honestly didn't, even though we knew he was guilty of all three, I was actually very surprised that the jury came back with all three, right? I've served on jury duty. So, I've served on, I've been a juror twice. And I understand the law and the details and things like that. And it's a hard job, it's being a juror is not an easy thing. So that was work, but they turned that thing around quick, right? So I thought of, I was thinking about that. And then at the same time that that everyone was kind of like waiting for this conviction, waiting for this verdict, rather. While we're waiting for that, this baby gets killed in Ohio by this police officer. And I say baby, she, I don't, her age, like she's a baby. She's a child, okay? And it was just like, what in the hell is going on? And, and I've read all of your posts, and everybody is just like, this is ridiculous. But the post today that really got my attention, and I was like, that's it. That is it. Because it was posted by I call him mine. I share him with a bunch of other people, but he's mine for the purpose of this discussion. Right, for the purpose of this voice memo, that we had, one of the things that he said, the president of our NAACP branch, Pres B, as I affectionately call him, he did a post, and I was like, yo, that's it. And I printed it because I want to read it, what he said. He said, the more I think about the guilty verdict of Derek Chauvin, the angrier I get. And so when I started off like that, I was like, yo, wait, what? But then, I waited because I was like, that was a setup. That was the setup for the punchline, because he said, I'm not angry because he was convicted. I'm angry because his conviction was an aberration. I'll be happy when law enforcement murderers of Black people are convicted because it's just and right? So I was like, yo, that's deep. But for me, see, I'm going to tell you guys, if you use a word with me and I do not know what that word means, I'm going to look it up. So the word that I didn't know what meant was aberration. I was like, oh, that's a word. I don't know what that word means. I know a lot. I know what I know. What I don't know, that's what Google is for, right? So I looked it up, and I know that some of you are listening to this and you don't know what it means either. So be quiet. I'm gonna get ready to tell you. Okay. So an aberration is a departure from what is normal, usual, or expected. And I was like, yo, that's good. And typically one that is unwelcome. So now, understanding what the definition of the word aberration is, I went back and read Pres B's post. And I was like, yo, I'm angry because the conviction was an aberration. And I'm like, yo, I think I feel the same doggone way. Like, it's like, why is it what the heck is going on in this? Like, it's like, no. And like he said, it's like, no, if you kill somebody, you go to jail. Like, you stay there. Yeah, you might be innocent until proven guilty, but you innocent until proven guilty, sitting behind bars. Like, I mean, you don't get to just go on and get to just live your life like it's golden and while everybody. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. And so when I reread Presby's message, I said, I feel the same doggone way. It's like, why did it take all of that? It's like, that's just not, it is, I'm angry because his conviction was an aberration. It's like, why is that not just the norm? Why is that just not norm? Why is it not just expected? Like, why is that? If you kill somebody, or forget about the technical, if somebody dies as a result of your touch, either your touch and everything, that's just like, and everybody can see it. It's like, come on. It's just like, the cop that killed this baby in Ohio. It's like, you got to go to jail until we figure this out. You don't get to go home. And I just said, so when I think about the fact that someone had posted, they said, like, we've got to do better. And I'm going to tell you what we've got to do better. Because when I say, I've seen that a lot, we've got to do better, we've got to do better. And I'm like, better how? Like, what do we need to become better at? Like, taking pictures and videos? I mean, I don't understand, like, what do we need to become better at? Taking video cameras and taking pictures, and then when we see the cop, always have your phone out so you can take a picture, take a video. Do we need to become better at that? Because I sat there and I thought, what do we need to become better at? And I'm gonna tell you, this is the Demetra Tate conclusion of what we need to become better at, and it is standing straight up. I'm gonna read a quote from you, Dr. Martin Luther King. It's like, like this is one of his timeless, advice for, protesting injustice, right? It says, stand tall, straighten your backs, right? He said, whenever men and women, I know this quote, but because I don't want to misquote it in my excitement, I'm going to read it, right? Said, whenever men and women straighten their backs up, they are going somewhere, because a man can't ride your back unless it is bent, right? So my thing is, my strong feeling is that we need to become better about standing straight up. We don't need any more, stand straight up. We've got to get these policies changed, and I'm sure Presby, he's, stand straight up. And I'm going to tell you, last night, it was last night, I participated in this training, for NAACP, and it was about, just the information and the details and the person who was doing the training talked about, marching and protesting and things like that. And I'm telling you, anybody who's really even remotely close to me knows that I'm not the marching and protesting person. I'm just not. I'm not that march. I'm not the one that's gonna march. I'm not gonna, unless there's some bathrooms along the way, because when your girl's gotta go to the bathroom, I have to go to the bathroom. And I'm from Texas. I'm not gonna hold it. I will find a place to go to the bathroom, right? But I learned something that was really important, and that has now pushed me to do more standing straight up and standing on the front line and being visible and having my facts straight and doing my part. So when we talk about how we have to do better, we have to do better about doing our part. We need to do better about showing up at these rallies, showing up at these protests, showing up at these town halls. We need to do better about staying visible before this crap happens. When we need to be on the front line always, all the time. We don't not wait until they kill one of our kids before we get pissed off and now we want to march and protest. No, we need to march and protest up front. You know what I mean? This way we could only walk a block instead of a mile. Let's shorten the distance. The shortest distance, one of the lessons in my book, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. We need to get to the straight line to get a stop to this. That's what we need to do better. We need to do better about finding the straight line, standing straight up, and walking the doggone straight line. That's my 2 cents and a nickel for what it's worth. Spend it however you want. And so I just had to say that. I feel better now that I've said it. Presby, I know you'll be calling me and saying, look, I didn't tell him your full name. I could have just shared your post, but I'd rather talk about you so you can see that I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention, all right? So that's my thing. That's what we need to do better about doing, standing straight up and getting on the straight line and putting a stop. Because that's the only way we're going to put a stop to this nonsense. Stand up and say, look, whoever, get them out. Get these people out of office. If they're not doing what in the hell they're supposed to be doing, they got to go. Bye. You know what I mean? Bye. Bye. They have got to go. Pay attention. Listen to what is going on. Read. We can all read. Stop waiting for people to tell you, oh, well, what's going on? You can read. Read it. And ask questions. Google it. If you see a word, you don't know what the word means, Google the word, But that's my strong feeling. I feel better now that I've talked about it. See, it was taking me too long to try to figure out how to type all that, right? So that's it. That's my rant, But I'm not taking it back because I meant it, right? That's what we need to do better about doing, Because I'm telling you right now, yeah, with that, I was just devastated when I found out about that little girl, that baby in Ohio. I was so upset. I cried. I was so upset when I found out about that. And then to find out, that's how much they don't give a ham and Swiss cheese sandwich. That crap happened while we were all sitting in front of the TV waiting for it to find out about this conviction of Derek Chauvin. That happened while we were. That's when that happened. It was the same minute, not just the same day. No, it was that bull crap happened while we were waiting. Don't march and protest and everything. No, do more than that. Get them people out of there. Show up. Read the stuff. Go. Pay attention. And start paying attention. Pay attention on the front line, not at the back of the line. Get at the front of the line. Show up and show out at the front. That's it. So that's my thing on what we need to do better about doing. Okay? So that's it. Love you guys. And I will stay tuned. There's some more method to the magic stuff coming, but right now I have some stuff that I need to unpack and just kind of unplug for a little bit and figure out how I feel about this stuff, because this is just not okay. All right? Okay, love you guys. Stay connected, stay well, keep your vibrations high, get your doggone vaccines. All right?